dear
सारा
friends,
घर है
now
ऐसे
I
फ्री
proceed
पाया आज
with
तक।
the presentation. We are talking about web-based resources and the use of resources in the classroom. I would like to share my experiences, the resources which I've been using in classroom teaching and find them tremendously helpful to teach in a class and has really come up with a lot of productivity and ideas in the way to teach in future. Now, talking about the Google resources, Google is the best resource. You can say the pool of good resources. It has Google Books, it has Google Educator, it has Google Handout, it has Google Docs, and whatnot. So it is a complete package which can use in a very innovative way in education. The Google Books I have been using, ebooks, whatever book I need for my students to refer in the classroom. I think about it, I plan it, where to use, what content to use of the book, and I do so in the classroom. Book Boon as a resource is very important, and Project Gutenberg, being the oldest producer of free ebook, has been very important for me. When we talk about educational directories, there are number of educational directories, educational websites, and I have maintained a directory for myself which helps me in using the websites wherever I want them to use them in my lessons. When I plan the lesson, I use these websites. There are number of websites for lesson planning. You can see this in this directory. Then you can find out number of websites here which tells you about the websites for videos, audios, stream sharing, online classes, and so the idea is that we as teachers can maintain a website directory in an very organized manner and can proceed during our classroom teaching. Besides this, the very rich website which teachers can use, the teacher trainees can use while they go for teaching, or the teachers can use in their classroom for various subjects is kidsknowit.com, kidsixl.com for mathematics, which is wonderful, and Glencoe McGraw-Hill series is important for videos, text for all the subjects. There are many resources for animations and videos. We as teachers cannot always rely on the videos which are supplied by tutorvesta.com or by YouTube, but we can also make our own animations. So if we want to make our own animations to fulfill our objectives according to the content to be taught in the class, we can use Go Animate, and you can check it. It is here, the links are given. The TutorVesta is very important. Brainpop.org is very important for videos to share. YouTube videos for education and teachers are there, and video from National Geographic are important to be used according to the need of the subject. Then there are many resources for social networking sites. Facebook has been covered by Nicole. Edmodo, as Chetna has also mentioned, that could also be integrated along classroom teaching, and the EdBlog. Blogs are very important. Edu blogs, educational blogs are there. Blogging is very important for a teacher. I will show you how we can be bloggers also. Twitter, the tweets are also very important, and the students, teachers can comment and can express their views on it. Then there are resources for video conferencing, like we are doing this time in a real time. I'm in India. Nicole from Romania, so um, 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 servers from Japan, Manisha is from India, Chetna is from India. So we can have a real-time video conferencing through this website, which is very well known to you now with IQ. And there are other softwares also. Skype is doing it. We have Google Hangouts. Tutu is there, Vocal is there for live streaming. So these are also very important and can be used in classroom teaching. We as teachers has to be very innovative and creative to find out how they really work. Now, I have experimented with live webcasting this year, and that has been tremendously successful. Live webcasting is the live streaming of the program that is being held anywhere, and the cameras are used at the venue, and then this is being broadcasted and telecasted or in webcasted. The word for this is webcasted through internet, and the people whosoever receives the link for live webcasting can do so. And I would like to show you the interested videos for this very interesting video where my children performed a worship a rock service, and this worship rock service was webcasted to with the help of the links to the various schools and people across the globe in the real time. So I would like to show some of the video here, video for webcasting, and you can see one of the student Esther here.
Me your love till your love overtakes me. I can never hide, you are here and you know me.
Now I would like to talk about online learning. Let me show you the glimpses of how I conduct and invite lectures from across the globe. Here, importantly, what is there is how we integrate the various web resources which we are talking about, or at what point of our teaching we can use these resources. Here is the video which you will see very soon. It takes little time because of the low connectivity. It has
की सरजमी रोने की बकमाल, सुबह जिसकी तिलिस्मी, शाम जिसकी बेमिसाल. तो आप लोग सब हैं, we need to thank you. We need to make this morning outstanding. As ma'am has introduced you to me, it's my great pleasure and privilege to be there amidst you. And I love to be there in this gathering, especially in the gathering of young girls. Because I enjoy the company and I receive the energy which is very essential for a teacher educator. My prime aim is to aware students, especially those who are the netizens. Everybody must be using internet, and you know most of the features online, but my concern is that whatever time you give to on net, how much of that you give to use internet resources for learning interesting, to enhance and facilitate your learning. Okay, here, this is the page. I'm learning Spanish these days. So this is my page for Spanish. Number of languages are there in this bar. I selected Spanish and I went to the Spanish package, how they are teaching this. When I register myself, this is Unit 1 to Learn, where they provide grammar, video. Listen to this.
English have sent you first. Yes, the first link I have sent in the beginning, meham.wikispaces.com, is a grand vision of mine where I speak of.
Then I realized that the truth was, when you are away, your children miss you so much. And you're away because you want to make their life better.
clips which shows that how the online teaching, online lectures, video conferencing can be used in the classroom teaching in your traditional way, and this gives rise to blended learning, which is very successful in the present time, and I think it will be very important in future also, as Mr. Tekyo is there talking about the ideas. It was my perception and idea to use these video conferencing or the web-based resources in the classroom through technology integrated lesson plan, which I named as Smart Lesson Plan. And here I would like to show you this lesson plan, how we do this. This is for a teacher, it's important to plan the lesson, whatever points you're supposed to teach in the class, the topics are there, and then you identify the web resources, whether being video, audio, VizIQ, online, or webcasting, blending technologies, as I have done and mentioned in the program. So at what point of your teaching in the classroom you are using animation or website or the audio live streaming or the video conferencing, you make a proper lesson plan like this, and then you also plan for the culmination of your lesson or your teaching in the class, and you can invite teachers out and the students out of the classroom also to get connected anywhere, anytime, using synchronous and asynchronous web resources. So this is how we plan the lesson. And now I will show you that using a simple PowerPoint, how we can teach in a class. Let me take you to the slide 1. I have planned a lesson, and then we teach in a class to the students by breathing and its mechanism in humans. And we simply start with the images which I have taken from the Google Images to give them the idea what are the characteristics of living things and how do they survive. These are the characteristics. The things are taken from Google Images, Google Education. How do we smell? And then apart from the images, we go to the videos, because I thought the browsing is also there. The content is been taken from the various websites to be authentic, and the authenticity has been checked. These images all are taken from the web resources. Now we come to the organs of breathing. We talk about the nose and nasal passages. Here at this point of time, I thought that a video that talks about nose and working of nasal passage should be shown to the students. I hyperlinked it with a video here, and I
Exchange between
showed this video in a class,
carbon
because as the connectivity is low, it will take little time to get organized. Now you can see the video.
Exchange between oxygen and carbon dioxide occurs. Nares are the openings to the nose. The nasal cavity is lined with cilia, mucous membranes, and blood capillaries. The air is filtered by cilia, moistened by mucous membranes, and warmed by the blood.
So at this point of time, we talked about how the air is getting filtered, warmed, moistened before it enters into the lungs. And then we went to the pharynx. I explained to my teacher trainees that how they should teach in a class, a pharynx, then to epiglottis, and then to trachea, and what happens in this process. So a teacher trainee here or a teacher in a class again will use a video which will talk about and will show to the students the working, because it is very difficult to talk about this unless you show a video. Students' understanding of this won't be clear. Now you can see here
or throat, the common passageway for food and air. Air continues on to the larynx. The epiglottis, a flap of tissue in front of the larynx, closes off the larynx when swallowing to prevent food from entering. The larynx or voice box contains the vocal fold.
So this is how you saw that this pharynx, how common passage for both air and food, how epiglottis prevents the food to enter in the windpipe. That was very well demonstrated by the video. And this is how we go on proceeding, and then we invite the students to join us online also for any further query, or to depict to the students, those who were absent in the class, in an online class, and we again interact, ask questions. I give them the assignments through Edmodo. They complete the assignment, post it back to me, I check it, and then again I go back to it. So this is how we proceed in a classroom. There is a presentation on water also here, where the teacher trainees were introduced to teach water with the help of the images and videos. I'm trying to share the screen to show you something else to all the students, the teacher trainees and the teachers, that how the technology integrated lesson plan works with the links and the options to the required web resources. And let me check out whether you could see my screen. Yes, now can you see this?
Yes, we can.
The PowerPoint here. Okay.
Yeah, it's visible.
Yes. So here is something I want to teach about the class, and I taught this to my teacher trainees, that what sort of questions they are supposed to ask to fulfill their objectives framed under cognitive, affective and psychomotor domain. And you can see that what questions are being asked, and you can relate it whether they fulfill the cognitive, psychomotor or your affective domain, and how students can be sensitized for using water in a proper manner. Fine. So why do we need water? Then which are the various things you observe around that pollutes water, and how do they affect water? So these are the statement which teacher will make in the class. The intention is just to show you the videos. Now, which are the important, why do we need water, or what will happen when we pollute water? To express this, I use this video which you can see here. Animated video to the students in order to find out what happens when water is polluted. Then we can show the other video also. See the video here, what happens here. Chemical pollution, what is happening to the animals, and this is how the students are being sensitized also, that need not pollute water, what happens to the sea animals, river animals, and how will it affect our ecology and the various aspects. So this is how the videos and animations will be used here. And then we ask various questions related to the videos, evoking critical thinking and inquiry spirit in the students. Then we move ahead and we talk about the major causes of pollution. There are two important effects of water pollution which are known as eutrophication, and this you can see it here. If I will just try to show you what eutrophication of water is as eutrophication, and this you can see it here. If I will just try to show you what eutrophication of water is. So this is how you can use the video at this required point of time. You can again proceed and you can talk about the two effects of water pollution, eutrophication, and there's one more very important effect that is called as biomagnification. As when you simply talk about these two effects of water pollution, maybe it's very difficult for students, and it has been difficult for me also as a student. But the day I used video, it cleared my understanding also, and about and my students' understanding also. Now you see that what is biomagnification. This video will explain in a wonderful manner. And this is how the concept of biomagnification is explained to the students. And just to give you the idea that it plan a lesson before we come to the teaching in the class and come to the class back to the conference. And I would like to have comments from you that how you would have seen that how a technology integrated planning is must for a teacher or a teacher trainee. It is just like a blueprint what you will be doing in the classroom, and it will tell you what sort of web resource to be used at what point of your teaching. That organizes everything, all your web resources. It gives you can use PowerPoint as a skeleton of the entire thing, and then you can find out what point of time we will have video conferencing with the teacher, at what place, what time. And to start with, this will definitely take a lot of pain and trouble, but the result will be excellent as we are experiencing